Hello, everybody. In a previous video, we found out the regression equation, which is y equals 3.239024x plus 34.33247 of data that consists of foot sizes and heights. So using this equation, we're going to predict the height of a person whose foot size is 11 inches. Okay, so all you have to do is just put the 11 in for the x. Okay, so since x is foot size, we'll just put 11 in for x. Okay, so we get y equals 3.239024 times 11 plus 34.33247. And let's calculate that up. So 3.239024 times 11 is equal to 35.629264. And then we're going to add that to the 34.33247. Give us, I'm using my trusty calculator now. Oops. Try that again. And I get about 69.96 inches. Okay, that's the answer. Okay, let's do another one. So this time, let's predict the height of a person whose foot size is 9 inches. Okay, so since so we had 11 inches, now we have a smaller foot size of 9 inches, so we should expect a smaller height, I believe, since we have a positive correlation, as we saw in a previous video. So let's see what we have for this one. So this time we'll just put the 9 in for the x. All right, now we'll do 3.239024 times 9. And I get 29.151216 plus 34.33247. And adding up those numbers, we get about 63.48 inches. All right, okay, and that's less than the 69.96 inches. Okay, all right, so so a smaller height definitely does mean, so a smaller foot size definitely does mean a smaller predicted height. Okay, we went from a foot size of 11 inches and a predicted height of 69.96 inches to a foot size of 9 inches and an approximate height of 63.48 inches. Cool. Okay, now let's do one more example. Okay, before we do that though, let's take a look at the scatter plot that we did in a previous video. Here it is right here. Okay. Okay, so for 9 inches, what we actually did was we calculated the point on the regression line right there. Okay, so so for 9, what did we get again? We got for 9 we got 63.48. And so this point right here where the cursor is about 63.48. Okay, and likewise for 11, what did we get? We got about 69.96, and it looks like that's pretty much dead on the line in this one, right? So so that seems to be all well and good. Okay, so it seems so the regression equation seems to be working. Okay, now we can actually even predict stuff that's not seen here on the graph here. Okay, and that's called extrapolation. Okay, so if you see everything inside the graph there, then what we actually did was something called interpolation to predict the values. Okay, but now let's predict something that's outside of this window, which is called extrapolation, okay? So according to the x-axis here, we go as high as 13 for the 13 inches for the foot size. So let's go ahead and maybe make a prediction for a 20-inch foot, okay? I can't imagine anybody who has a 20-inch foot, but we can just imagine. So what if we did have that to happen, okay? All right, so no problem. We just take the equation again, and this time put in 20 for x. And let's see what we get here. Okay, this time we'll do 3.239024 times 20. And we get about 64.78048. Exactly, I should say. 64.78048 plus 34.33247. And now we add those numbers. And this time we get about 99.11 inches. Good night. That's amazing, isn't it? Okay. All right. So for a foot size of 20 inches, we can predict their height to be a whopping 99.11 inches approximately. Okay, so that's how to use the regression equation to make a prediction. Now, with all that, we can answer the question, or we can try to think about how to answer the question, how good are these predictions, okay? So if we were to see a person with 20 inches, for example, how often could this 99.11 inches come up? Would it come up often or less often? Is this a good prediction? I mean, if it comes up really often, okay, if we see a lot of people whose foot size is 20 inches and maybe most or all these have a height of 99.11 inches or pretty close to it, it's a pretty good prediction, okay? But if we don't see 99.11 come up very often, or if we see something else come up way far more often that's far away than 99.11, then that would not be a good prediction, okay? So we can measure how good or how bad this actual predictions are, okay? And to do that, in previous videos, we talked about confidence intervals. Well, there is an analog to that, which is called a prediction interval. Okay, so in order to predict how well, or I should say, in order to measure how well these predictions are, we can make a prediction interval, okay? Now, a prediction interval takes a very, very, very long time to calculate. Okay, there's a lot of variables involved. Okay, and we won't go into all those variables in a long way. But using that, I actually made a spreadsheet for you that can calculate your prediction interval given some x. Okay, all right. So we just did 9, right? Okay. And so we put in 9 inches here for x hat. Okay, x hat. This is the foot size of 9 inches. The y hat is actually the predicted height that we got earlier. Okay, which is about 63.48. Okay, and it's saying that we can predict the height size to be anywhere. We can predict the height to be anywhere between 59.51 something inches and 67.45 something inches, okay? So given a foot size of 9 inches, we can expect the height to be anywhere between 59.51 inches and 67.45 inches, okay? Okay, so fortunately that 63.48 is in this prediction interval here, okay? So that's a good thing, okay? Now what we want to note is how big this error is, okay? So the lowest number is 59.51 something. The highest number is about 67.45 something. And so that's roughly a difference of, let's see what the difference is for that. That's roughly a distance of 7.94 inches, okay? which may not be so bad, okay? However, let's look at the graph here. All right, so for 9 inches, okay, again, the predicted point that we got is actually on the regression line here. But in actuality, okay, let's look at the actual thing here for 9 inches. So in the data that we actually got for a foot size of 9 inches, we had a height of 68 inches, which was pretty fairly far away, okay? So since it's far away, we're going to have quite a bit of error involved, okay? Okay, now we also found the height for we also found the predicted height for a foot size of 11 inches. And as you can see, the prediction is actually on the regression line there, right? So that's saying that the number we got for 11 inches there, okay, which is, well, several of them, right? 71, 70, that's pretty close to what we predicted before, okay? So in that case, the prediction interval should be much narrower, okay? So since we really hit it on the nose with that, then there should be a lot less error with that. So let's see if that's the case. All right, let's put in 11. All right, okay, now we got 69.96 inches a while ago for the predicted height. And this time, in general, for a given foot size of 11 inches, we predict the height to be anywhere between 66.21 inches approximately and 73.71 inches. Okay, let's see how much of a difference that is. Okay, so that's only a difference of 7.5 inches, which was less than what we had with the 9 inches. Okay. Okay, so that's how to find and well, I use the Excel to make I use the formula to make a spreadsheet on find the prediction interval. But anyway, that's how to find a prediction interval and then interpret what it means.